Check this out. What's up, YouTube? So today we're doing some crazy stuff. We're gonna break some more stuff. We're gonna take some stuff and add some more stuff because that's all we do. We take things, we break things, and we put more things. I'm over here with Chris. Pretty sure he's got a YouTube channel. If he does, I'll put it in there. Check him out. So what we've done so far, we take the bumper off, take the stuff. This thing is gonna come off now, and we're gonna take a couple of things apart because today we're adding the all-wheel drive transmission in the car, so we can just leave it in there and send it from there because it's time to do some measurements from here to the back because everything is ready to be installed. Where's my other pieces? They're here somewhere. Right there. This thing is going in the car hopefully today. But today's goal is to put the transmission in there so I could get the transfer case here and do some measurements. That's today's goal. That's today's goal. And if we got time, then we do the rest of the trailing arms, the mount in the back, and proper measure. Just give you an update. I got some tubes to make the exhaust. I've got some adapters to go from the header to the exhaust. And I got some things to go from there. Yeah, stay tuned. More shit, more things to come. Beep.
1 hour later.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
It's a drain. Somebody came in. Bring it in. Get the thing in here.
I wasn't sure.
Just bring the thing in here. I mean, you know your steering wheel is on the wrong side, right?
You know that's right. Only way. Snap and snap.
And engine is out. Let's get the transmission swapped in and engine back in. We'll report in a little bit. All right, so we got both transmissions here. Swapped out the throttle bearing, the arm, and everything else. I'm about to put the boot. The accessories are gonna go last once the transmission is in there. Engine is ready to receive the new gearbox. Stand by. Just like that. Shoot. All-wheel drive tranny is in it. Clear, it's nice and fine in the back. Good clearance on this side. And obviously the motor didn't really move much because it's just the same geometry when it comes to transmission. So up we go. Let me take this cart off and we go from there. Freaking quick jack for the win. Look at that. So easy to do an engine swap with a quick jack and this engine mount. Now, a little down so we can get it on the whoops. That's it. Good to go. Now, I'm gonna get the cart off, put the transfer case behind it, and send it. Hold on. All right, so today we were able to accomplish a couple of things. Just a few things. I didn't want to remove the supercharger because the engine was going to come up to the front, but we run into some issues rotating it, whatever, to get it out. So it's just an easy removal. It's easy, done. Supercharger out, engine came out easily, transmission was replaced. Short Transmission was replaced. A new wire harness is on the way. See if I can move it out. Yeah, let me put it from the top here. It's easier. This wire cable from the top. Few lines. Transmission is in already. Transfer case is already in there. Lots of clearance, tons of clearance. And now the header also clears the subframe, which is pretty nice. So, yep, it's done. Transmission is in. We have a transfer case in. It rides along with the exhaust tunnel, nice and straight, which is epic. All right, what's next? So next, I'll put everything in the front back on. Radiator, heat exchanger, all the lines back, everything back up. I'll get the exhaust manifold out, send it in for ceramic coat, and start working on the back. So we ran into a lot of stupid issues for some reason. Like for example, when we were moving the car down, my friend Chris was here and he was helping me out, doing things here and there. So we were lowering the car to bring the engine out, and for some reason this thing was lowering faster than the other one, and it was just like angling out like this way. Why? Because my dumb butt completely forgot to take the tank from the floor, it's in the floor, out. So every time that we lowered it to get the engine out, this side will go out, down, and the other side will be stuck on the tank, on the tub. So we noticed that like 20 minutes into the whole playing around with this thing, bringing it in and out, and whatever, up and down, up and down, up and down, and it ate about half an hour, almost 45 minutes just on that. Another thing was playing around with this thing, trying to get it out with the supercharger on. It was hitting all over the place. It wasn't clearing. It wasn't going out. It wasn't. So I decided to take the supercharger out. That added about an extra hour of us moving, fingering around, trying to get the engine out with the supercharger. So with everything, putting the supercharger out, moving the engine, putting it back in the mount so I could get the supercharger back on. Took about an hour and some change of us just procrastinating around fixing things to get it to fit. Then what else? What else did we run into issues with? I don't remember what else. But it was a couple things that we ran into issues. Oh yeah, obviously we have to take the axles out. So everything that I had on already torqued had to be untorqued, loosened up, and removed so I can get the axles out for the transmission to go through. Since the engine, the engine stand, the engine cart was seated on that block with that head where I had the header initially. I had to take that apart and whatever. More time wasted. That's a beautiful supercharger in the manifold. And the transmission is still for sale. Yeah, it was a pain in the butt. I don't know why, but simple things like that shouldn't be that painful. But hey, whatever. We managed to get the transmission in. We managed to get a bunch of stuff. I'll put a picture of how the oval exhaust is going to run right now. And yeah, so exhaust is going to be right on the side of the drive shaft. And now that everything is good to go, the next step will be to do everything back here. That's the next step. Everything in the back is going to be done. So another thing that is going to probably put me back, man, my trailing arms are back there. Anyway, so let me see if I can grab one. Move the seat out of the way. Try to grab one so I can show you something that is really not up to my likings, but I'm still gonna send it and see if it's still going to work. My welding table has my bumper, but whatever, I can do it here. As you may know, I opted to make my own trailing arms, right? So you can see that the adapters are nice and welded on one side, whatever. But you can see, like here, there's a gap right there. You can see the gap, and you can see the gap on that side too. So if I flip it over this way, that gap is a lot more visible. So I'm gonna have to remove those tack welds on all corners and smash it in good with the bolts, and probably just tack weld it again. That's an easy thing to do, but it's just adding more things to it just because I wanted to do my own trailing arms. So if you're doing this all-wheel drive conversion, put this thing back again out of the way. I shall use it tomorrow. So if you are going to do an all-wheel drive conversion in the car, don't cheap out like I did. Don't buy the cheap replica things and try to do it yourself like on a budget or whatever. Go ahead and buy the trailing arms, regardless of what company you get it from. Just get the trailing arms, get it done. One shot, one kill, you know what I mean? Just so. Oh yeah, one last thing. I got my new cables. They're like new, literally new. To replace my old cables because this was broken. That tab was broken on my old ones from there and on this edge. So when it went into the shifter that you turn into the shifter to lock it. It locks, but it comes out because this tab is not there. Not like it stops or anything because it's still shifting, still shifts, but this tab was broken, so it wasn't locking properly. So I bought these replica whatever ones, OEM standard ones, and when I went to replace my ball joints here for the spherical ones that I had before, this whole thing just came off. So the OEM ones, I was comparing it to this one. The OEM ones is welded in the back and smooth on the inside. This one was welded on the inside and smooth on the outside, and the bushing that was in here seems like it was formed in it and then put a little thing in here. So when I removed it, all of that was exposed and the cable came out. So regardless, if I would have replaced this, if I would have left the old bushings, a hard shift with that shifter that I have now, it would have come off anyways. So what I did was clean it out pretty good, as you can see, and I TicToc welded it on the outside and the inside, and I flattened it pretty well, like I TIG welded on the inside as well. I smoothed it pretty well with my small grinder thingy, and I pressed this in again and secured it in the back. So it's holding. I mean, it's gonna hold a lot better. Now I'm scared that this one will do the same thing because I didn't replace this one because of that. As you can see, it's just like smushed, pressed in there, and on the inside it has a tack. So this bushing in here seems like it was just that rubber was melted in there, and this little thing was put in there. So like right there on that edge, you can see where the weld is on the inside. But anyways, hopefully that doesn't break. And if it breaks, I know exactly how to fix it because I had to fix that one. So that's the thing there. Then what else did I do? That's it. So next thing will be trailing arms and rear mount. I already have it set up right there on the side, so I can put trailing arm and mounts in the car, so I could take a proper measurements to do the drive shaft. Once the drive shaft is done and connected, then I'll work my way out to the exhaust. During that time, as I'm doing the drive shaft and everything in the back, this thing will be going to the local guy over here that does powder coat and ceramic coat, and I'm going to ceramic coat that header completely. Thinking about doing it black. Why? Because why not? So everything else in the engine bay is black, and send it from there. And that's it. So I'll be painting my strut bar, which now, let me show you guys what I did. Now I gotta take those things out of the way. Move these things out of the way again. Put them down somehow, like this, without breaking anything, without messing any of my plugs. Hopefully didn't mess anything. Nope, didn't mess anything. So I modified my strut bar because before it wasn't clearing Before it wasn't clearing with the header. Now it clears with the header. Whoa, what's going on there? What in the world? Okay, that's weird. That is super weird. Why is it doing that now? Did I put it in the right hole back there? Anyways, now it's not clearing. Oh, I know why. Oh my God, really? I did that? There's no way I did that. Where's my flashlight? Over there. There's no way I did that. No way I did that. Did I put it in the top hole? Oh, come on. I put it in the top hole. Here, laugh at me. Have a laugh. Top hole. Still at the bottom hole. Well then, I guess I have to do that again. Yeah. No wonder why it's so inclined back. Let me see here. Oh yeah, look at that space here. Look at that gap. I'm so dumb. No wonder why I got so much space over there by the header. That explains it all. Ha! 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 Okay, well, that's all for tonight. That's all for tonight. And now I gotta fix that mount. Well, it's not fixing the mount. I gotta take the bolt out, loosen up the bolt in the back, and rock the engine forward so I can put it on the lower mount. And the engine will be, instead of being like this, it will be nice and flat and straight. Well, that makes sense by that. There's like 4 inches behind the header, between the header and the subframe. I didn't notice that. That was not like a goofy thing to make the video funny or whatever. No, I actually like noticed that because I wanted to show you guys the I can't even talk now. Oh my God, the strut bar. Anyways, I modified the strut bar. As you can see, clear, it fits here, whatever, and it clears all the way over there through the header and a little bit of the valve cover. And it sits nice and flush over there as well. So, oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, well, like I said, that's it. I gotta fix that mount. Things like that is what made this day so freaking long. Little simple mistakes like that. I shouldn't be making those mistakes. Chris was here, and we put that together. We shouldn't be making those type of mistakes. I don't know. So, let's fix that mount. Tomorrow after church, I'm going to come back, do the trailing arms, and cut the subframe in the back and put the mount. So I could put the... Anyways, I'll do the back. It is what it is. So, stay tuned for more. Go back to your shops, go back to your garage. If you have a project in there, finish your projects. Don't procrastinate like I have been doing. And please don't make mistakes like I do. That way your thing is an in and out type of project and not... Oh, that's so annoying. Anyways, that's all. Peace.